Do you clip it or do you hold it?
I kind of like to hold it.
Okay, you know what? I'll hold it too.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's President's Day.
He's having me work on a holiday, a bank holiday.
Is this work?
No. This is enjoyment.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun and work.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel about real estate too?
Yes, sometimes.
Right. So you do all real estate, all content. You have 100 jobs.
I do.
A woman of many talents. You just like have to do a million things at once, don't you?
Yeah, you know what I actually read the other day that kind of hit? It was
What?
like, I want to do everything because I'm so afraid of becoming nothing. And I'm like,
Aw.
okay, what do you punch me in the face next time?
Was that your yearbook quote in high school?
No, I
It
just
could've
saw it
been.
on. Mine was have a great summer.
Mine was like something about only living once. So do it right,
That's right.
I think.
I love that.
Wait, so I got you a drink. It's Olipop. Show the class. So there's some drama going on right now between Olipop and Poppy. They're kind of like soda, like Diet Coke and Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but they're the top two sodas and they're feuding. Are you aware of this?
Top 2 probiotic sodas, and they are feuding right now.
Mhm.
If you don't know, let's catch you up to speed.
Mhm.
Apparently, Poppy sent out $20,000 vending machines to all their influencers.
25,000 to 32 influencers.
Oh, facts.
I can't fit a vending machine in my apartment. So that's probably why they didn't pick me.
Obviously. Yeah.
Did you get one?
No, I must have missed that one too.
So I want Tammy to try Olipop because I had one in the house. Because they come in some random boxes.
Yeah,
And I got you the Love is Blind glass. I thought you would like that.
I do. I love that.
Okay, so pour yourself a drink and let us know what you think. I also got her a rose. There is a reserve sign, which I stole from like a restaurant. I'm not going to say the one. It was wrong. I apologize. We have a truth or dare box. And then I have a little card that says Today with Tammy. And I have a few notes, but I don't want you to see them.
Oh, okay. I won't see them.
Okay.
Let's try this.
Oh, ASMR. Here we go.
Oh, I like it. Dr. Pepper, but like a cherry pop as well. Have you tried this?
No.
Try it.
Can I try it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you love your Love is Blind glass? Are you watching the new season?
I watched the first 10 minutes of it.
Oh, wait, that's good.
I know, it's good.
Okay. Olipop approved?
Yes.
Not that we're
Olipop
taking
approved.
sides.
No.
But like, I don't know. Are we?
No. We like all sodas
Yeah.
equally.
Honestly, I like all of you guys. I like Spoon too.
He just wants to be sent a vending
Yeah, no,
machine.
I want to be. Oh my God, Tammy came over. Who knew you lived so close?
We live 5 minutes from each other.
I don't know. Maybe we'll become friends.
We are friends.
We have to give them the backstory, the history. I feel
The
like
lore?
The lore. I mean, you guys know Tammy is from The Bachelor. She was on Peter's season. She was on Bachelor in Paradise. I am obviously the biggest Bachelor Nation fan in the world.
In the world?
In the country?
Wow.
Do you think I am?
I think everyone will. I don't know. Some people will argue on that.
Really? I'm one of the biggest Bachelor Nation fans.
One
At
of the
least
biggest.
I could say. So I feel like we just ran into each other at events like throughout time, and then we kind of kept running into each other more and connecting more.
I'm like, I can't escape this man.
Why
So
can't escape you? No, I'm literally like, I could be everywhere and nowhere else.
I better be friends with him. I can't escape him.
Well, we had a lot of fun the last time we saw each other at the
Mhm.
Winster event. It was a holiday party, and we were in red and pink. Did you get
It's
your
very
tarot cards read that night?
I didn't.
Did you get any like astrology tips?
I don't really believe in astrology.
Oh, okay,
You know, I
You're-
believe in God.
right, absolutely. So we just kept running into each other, and now we're here, and we're gonna catch up and play some games and talk a little tea.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be
Cheers.
so much fun. Cheers. Welcome back.
I put on a brand new outfit for you.
No,
Literally
and
took
you
its
did
tags
the
off, and I did my
lashes.
lashes and a brand new set of nails
All on President's Day.
for you.
So first question is, President's Day, I've been asking people all morning, who is on your Mount Rushmore? Right, but I want to do it with Bachelor Nation.
Oh,
So, and I'll answer as well. Top
Okay.
4 most iconic Bachelor Nation people that you would put on your Mount Rushmore.
iconic. I would say JoJo Fletcher.
Ooh.
She's good.
She is.
Hannah Brown,
Mhm.
obviously.
Ooh.
I feel like I gotta put dudes on there. Let's see.
You could do all women.
I could do all. I do love all.
I could do
women.
all Bachelors if you want to complete your...
Mm.
But it's up to you.
Let me think here.
You can put yourself on it.
Hell yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, you're the third. Okay, we have room for one more.
Okay. Who do we want on here? Can you name some people? I'm like
Maria.
She'd be a good one. Mm-hmm.
Put her on there. 'Cause I was going to put her on mine, but she's
Yep,
on yours.
She's a good one.
I'm going to put, honestly, Caitlin Bristowe.
Oh,
I think she does
Iconic.
it all. Rachel Lindsay.
Yep, iconic.
I'm going to put Nick Viall on there.
Wow.
Because he's so good. Like, he's really good at...
He's very good.
He's good at what he does. And then I'm going to put on Kelsey Anderson.
She's so funny.
Right?
She is so funny.
But like, there's so many people. The list goes on.
Mhm.
What do you think about no Bachelorette this year? They're taking a year off.
I saw that, but did you
Yes.
hear that they had one picked already?
And I think it was Latia.
I think it was Latia too. That girl is the most beautiful
She's
human.
stunning.
Waist non-existent, skin
Mhm.
poreless, tall. Oh my
Mhm.
God, she's God's favorite. For
Wait,
real.
so she was on a girls' trip this weekend with all the girls from Zach's
saw.
season. And I think that's just a little strange that they're already hanging out with her. But I get like there's a lore. Everyone's excited to meet each other. But like the season just started.
To invite on a trip together, they were. I mean,
Do you think she knew one of them before?
they must have.
Right.
Or unless she really got picked for Bachelorette
Mhm.
and she was getting advice from these girls,
Mhm.
because that's a intimate trip to go on. I mean, what is it? Katie and Charity were looking at wedding dresses there.
No, I know. And that's like, that could
That's
be like
big.
a joke, like for fun.
Yeah.
Right? But it's still like, they're both engaged.
Yeah.
Like it's serious. Yeah.
Absolutely.
They must have gotten close really quick. I think Latia could have been the Bachelorette. That was pretty tea dropping that Rachel Recchia spilled.
Mm-hmm.
But
Did she say a name?
No, she didn't say a name.
I'm going to call her later.
Right. Do you think that it's a big deal? Because I think the fans really miss Paradise.
I think the way that I look at it is that this is a business at the end of the day. It's a TV show, a broadcast, a network. They have to do what's going to make them money. And if the last couple seasons didn't have as many ratings or many viewers, then they really probably can't afford to do another season. And they know that Paradise is a big hit.
And we missed it last year.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that will... I know they're filming in April.
For Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a lot earlier than their usual filming in June.
They film in June.
I also heard that they're switching locations.
They actually sold the resort, or not they, but like the people where we used to film, it was sold. So it's no longer...
You know, I went to the resort.
Really? What'd you think?
I loved it. I was
It's
in
very
Mexico. I went
outdoors.
last month.
Yeah?
And they told me that they were switching to Cancun. Like the
Wow.
show.
Okay, so you know.
Yep. And I got a tour of the entire resort.
Wow. How'd you get this invite?
I looked it up on Google. Me and my friend went and we took the bus. We were staying in Puerto Vallarta, so it was like an hour bus ride. And then we started walking to the hotel because I really wanted to go.
He's a super fan for real.
Because I'm a super fan and I'm a tourist. And then we just hopped on a golf cart. Like 2 people invited us on the golf cart and they basically just like took us to the hotel because it is far from like the town.
Yeah.
And then we just walked in and we kind of just like talked our way in and we bought drinks and they let us stay a few hours. We went in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
We like literally I thought I was on the show.
Like the exact layout?
Exact layout.
Wow.
I'll show you pictures.
Do you see what I mean? Why we all go crazy there? One, it's humid. God. It's hot.
Well, it wasn't as hot for me, but I can imagine.
Humid, hot. Everything's outdoors. So I'm sleeping outside with the bugs and the cicadas.
Oh, gosh.
Like, do you know what a cicada sounds like?
I don't know what a cicada is.
Throw that clip in here, but what a cicada looks like and sounds like.
It
is, you can't go to sleep. It's like, and I'm like, make it stop, please. And then you're exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
And then crabs everywhere. And
oh my gosh. No, I want to ask you about Paradise, but that one question about The Bachelorette. We know Jen was The Bachelorette last year. Mm-hmm. I thought she did amazing. Like, I thought she killed it. I thought the end of the show was so riveting. Mm-hmm. What did you think watching her experience?
I didn't watch it fully. I did watch clips of it on TikTok, and I think she did amazing. Yeah. I mean, I'm just happy to see finally Asian Americans being able to be shown in light here, because I feel like our storylines aren't really told.
Right.
A lot. So, and she held herself so well. I mean, after the show, like, that's not an easy thing to deal with, especially with her situation with her ex and everything.
I know.
Handled herself so classy,
she did.
So well. Oh my gosh.
Remember following you over the years, you were always fighting for more Asian representation on The Bachelor. I feel like we've gotten a little bit more of it the past couple of years. Yeah. And I think Jen, obviously, was such a milestone for the franchise. I thought she did amazing. Yeah. I know you almost were The Bachelorette.
How do you know that?
Because the podcast you've done.
I did not do I'd never released that on a podcast.
So what did you ever say about The Bachelorette? What have you ever, do you not remember?
I've never said anything about The Bachelorette.
And then there was always a myth and a theory and a rumor that you were supposed to be the first Asian Bachelorette at one point.
I did sit for an interview way back when. Obviously, I didn't get it.
Right.
And it was it's like, I don't think people understand the aftermath of what it's like to be on a show like this. It's so emotionally taxing. Your self-worth is in question a lot. Just like all the comments that people get. And then obviously when I got this opportunity presented to me, it was like I grew up in a small town. Like, this is like
Syracuse?
Yeah, Syracuse, New York. This is like nothing that I would ever even thought. So then I started thinking about the future and blah, blah, blah. So obviously I was very upset when I didn't get the call. But everything happens for a reason. I now have a great boyfriend that is not Bachelor related. I did meet him through Bachelor people.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, and we'll get there.
Okay.
But
I know everything works out the way it's supposed to. And you did give us 2 iconic seasons on the show. You definitely were a force to be reckoned with both times.
Yes. I was so young too. I mean, I was 23, 24 my first show.
Wow.
I was a child and like obviously didn't deal with confrontation very well back in the day and the comments, and you just get that with maturity. I'm almost 30 now. It's so long since that time.
Right.
And I'm still a little spunky and fiery, but I just handle myself a little bit better now. I love this candy, by the way. It's so yummy.
I'm so glad. Oh, it's still Valentine's Day. Did you celebrate with your boyfriend?
Of course. We celebrated all weekend. We went to do pickleball. Then he made me dinner.
Do you guys play against each other or together as a team?
Against each other.
And who won?
Me, obviously.
Really?
I don't know, but that's what it says in my mind.
Oh, you don't really keep score?
We were just starting to pick this up. We actually have a lesson on Wednesday, and then we're going to play again on Friday.
So how did you meet this man?
So I met Christian through Spencer and Chasen, who were on Claire Tasha's season.
Spencer was cute.
Do you want me to give you his number?
I think he just moved to Miami because I saw a TikTok that Kelly Flanagan posted.
So he's in Miami for a temporary time just to test out the waters. I think he just needs a new scenery, from San Diego.
For sure.
And he's trying to find his wife.
Maybe he'll go on Bachelor in Paradise.
He won't.
Really?
Yeah. A producer already asked me to
get him in.
And
well,
he
I'm
said
really
no.
hoping for this upcoming season that they try and get as many OGs as possible. They do have a few seasons to pick from. I guess they'll have a little bit less men to pick from because, there's more women right now. So I don't know if there'll be any lesbians. But, I mean, but back to your boyfriend. So did he just know Spencer and Chasen?
He knew Spencer and Chasen. He was friends with actually Chasen for a long time. And then met Spencer through Chasen, and they've been super close friends. And then I met him obviously through them, and the rest is history. Now we're 2.5 years in. I know, crazy.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. Do you feel like he is like the one?
I think so. Right. I've never had like a mature, long relationship before. My only boyfriend is when I was 19, and it was like for a year and a half.
Okay. So this is the real deal.
I think so. Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
That's what you were saying earlier. I feel like you really are Zen Tammy. Like you were so spunky.
I still am spunky. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, if you cross me, you'll never hear the end of it.
It also is 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's President's Day.
It's a bank holiday.
We can't forget. But I do want to know, how did you get on Pilot Pete's season to begin with?
So I got nominated by my coworker. I used to work at Allstate Insurance. I was a lead producer there for 8 years.
T.
I was so good at my job.
So how did you get on the show?
So
nominated from a friend.
Nominated from my coworker. Okay. She's the typical demographic for The Bachelor is middle-aged, wife and mom.
It is. Hi guys.
But
love you.
We love you guys.
No, literally.
Okay. And she's like, you'd be good for The Bachelor. I'm like, no one ever goes on that show for real. I'm like, that's a fake show. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. And then I get a bartending job at downtown Syracuse, and these girls are obsessed. It was Sean Lowe season. And they're like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you guys are so stupid. Like, this is not a real show. Like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I just let them, gossip amongst themselves. And foreshadowing and how funny life works is that years later, I ended up on the show.
Yeah. And did you know who Peter was? Were you excited about him? Did you watch it?
I did extensive research. I didn't watch it before I got, the call.
Right.
But then I went to a deep dive. I watched as many seasons as I could, as many clips on YouTube as I could.
Oh, you really went for it.
Oh, I went for it.
Did you have a favorite season? Did you fall in love with the show, or did you feel like it was just homework?
Both.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is such an interesting show. Like, I've never, again, I live in a small town, guys. Like, this is world news here. Like anyone coming from my town to do a show like that.
So were you excited to meet him?
Oh my God, of course.
And did you think he was going to be your husband?
It's hard to say. There's so many things that are being thrown at you when you're being cast for a show like this and reality TV in general. And again, I was 23, 24. Right. I thought he was hot at the time. I watched him on Hannah Brown's season. Like, this man's funny. Like,
did the windmill thing freak you out?
No.
Was that let's get it on?
I was like, whatever. Okay, let's see what you got.
He killed it on Traitors.
Oh my God.
Which we're going to talk about.
I was watching So my first season is Traitors this season.
Okay.
My best friend.
See him yet?
No, my best friend Stefan got me onto the show.
Right.
So then now we only get one episode a week, and I'm fiending for the Traitors. So I started watching the last season. I'm like, okay, Peter's really good on that show.
He did really good. He redeemed himself.
He did a very good job on that show.
Yeah, he did. So you went on the show. Well, obviously, it was a crazy ending. Did you wanted to do Paradise, but didn't you do it a year later because it was the COVID year?
How crazy is that? So I remember I was doing press for the after show. I'm getting so much hate online. It's just a lot to deal with. And then I flew to New York City to do Good Morning America. I flew back, and they were like, the whole world was locked down.
And then Paradise stopped.
And then and we're like,
Oh my
the
gosh.
producers are telling us like it's gonna happen no matter what. We're gonna do protocols. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's gonna happen. You don't know anything, so you just believe them. And then it didn't happen, and then it happened a year later. And
did you think you were gonna find in love on that show, or were you just like, no, I'm just doing it for fun?
I thought that Paradise was more my speed. You know, I get to pick the guys, get to know everyone.
Right.
I mean, I thought I had a great summer. I dated two wonderful guys, even though Aaron has me blocked still.
What about Thomas?
Thomas and I are actually really good friends.
Well, Thomas ended up being like so nice, even though
Thomas is the nicest person. I don't know how he became the villain on Katie's season. I thought that was whatever.
Well, anyone's the villain is who like speaks out.
Yeah.
I mean, you were the villain.
At one point for like 2 seconds, it's because I'm loud.
Wait, who was the villain on your season though?
There was multiple.
Right. Like Victoria.
Leia, Victoria, so many people.
I don't even remember Leia. Who's Leia?
That was like the first issue after Champagne Gate. Doesn't that feel like ages ago?
Yeah, but it was like a really good season.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Everybody loved that season.
It was
all the girls
so
are like
good.
All influencers. They're all married to football players.
Our season came out the best for none of us, ending up with the lead.
And Peter is still around these streets.
I mean, hey, let him live.
No, right? He's still living.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, right. But Traders this season, who was your favorite? Like, who are you rooting for?
Oh, I'm sorry, but Carolyn is a good game player.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna win. I love Dylan Efron. Oh my god, what a cutie patootie!
He's so cute, but he has a girlfriend, which is just so sad. And I don't know why they're not talking about it. I feel like he tries to present himself as single.
Really? I don't think so.
He's not talking about his girlfriend enough. He doesn't post about her.
Red flag.
I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Carolyn too. Mm-hmm. Gabby's hilarious.
Gabby's so funny. She's such a character. So I'm just like, this person was drawn and made up because there's no way that she's real. Like, this is just
and she's really
an interesting person.
Since her time on the show. You watched her on all her seasons. Like, I loved when she gave that speech about when Clayton broke up with her, and like she really went off. And then her as the Bachelorette was so fun. Then she's a lesbian, and now she's like ranting on TikTok, and it's like
so good,
going viral. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. I think Caroline might win. Danielle needs to go. I'm sorry.
Do you want a spoiler? Like, it's a mini spoiler.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, no, everyone.
You're going to tell everyone?
Well, this isn't like a crazy spoiler.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm going to preface this. So, basically, somebody on Twitter posted a clip of a preview of two people who clearly were in the final 5 because they were in like the last scene of the helicopter. And it could be wrong, but they're just saying that these two people are in the finale.
Okay, who is it?
And those two people allegedly are Brittany and Dolores.
What?
It was in the trailer. It was in like a little teaser.
I love Dolores.
I don't like coming attractions anymore because I feel like it gives so much away if you don't want to know anything. Mm-hmm. Don't you feel like that?
Yeah.
I mean, watching when you're on the show, right? Like, you know what's to come and you see coming attractions during your seasons. Mm-hmm. What was that like?
What's coming attractions?
Like next week on or this season on The Bachelor or... Oh. That's how I feel like I get all the spoilers.
No, I think it's nice because you think that you know what the storyline is with these little... I mean, the producers are smart. You know, like they've done this for a long time.
Oh, so you think the coming attractions throw the fans off?
Yeah. Throw the fans off or just kind of, you know, they just want you to talk about what's going to come. They want you to be excited for the next episode. Right. Which they do. I'm fiending for another episode of Traders right now.
I know.
I need it.
We're a few days away. Wait, I want to ask you about $1 Million Listing.
Okay.
So I did end up watching your cameo.
Is it counted in the square feet as livable space? Right now, it's not part of the permanent square footage. Okay.
What do you think? What do you think?
You were talking about selling a house.
Which one?
I don't remember. It was on the season 15 premiere on Bravo, also on Peacock. Mm-hmm. So are you still at the Tracy Tutor team?
Yes.
So how long have you been there?
2 years.
But you've been doing real estate for like a decade.
8 years, yeah.
Okay, so how did you end up at Tracy Tutor?
So my best friend, Shelby, we had a mutual friend who was my manager at one point, and it was Shelby's friend. Mm-hmm. That's how I met Shelby, and then me and Shelby just clicked. Right. We're both very like similar, very gritful, direct people. And then she started working for Tracy, and then she's like, you should really join this team. I'm like, okay. I just started moving to LA. I was like really more back and forth. Mm-hmm. I'm like, let me get my license here. She goes, okay, just like, you know, figure out the license and have a seat with Tracy and see if you want to join. So I'm like, okay. I sat in an interview with her. I love Tracy. We clicked right away. Mm-hmm. Just badass bitches. You know, we just are women in this very male-dominated career field. The rest is history. I actually just listed one this week in Joshua Tree.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So if anyone is looking for a home, they can go to your Instagram.
Mm-hmm. DM me. You can email me.
Does anyone ever just want to see homes? And like, how do you know when people don't have good intentions?
Well, we only deal with the luxury clientele, so unlikely that people will give a shit about who I am at that point.
I love looking at houses.
When I'm sad, I just go and I look at houses.
Oh my god!
Every Sunday.
Do you have access to like all these houses?
Yeah.
Like, did you ever like want to like go in there and just hang out?
Well, you don't want to hang out, you know,
Because they're like all empty.
Well, they have
Some of them are
furniture
staged.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are staged, but like you don't want to hang out unless you know the person who's hosting the open house. That's weird.
Okay. I mean,
why do you want to go?
No, I'm just like, if you have like keys to all these houses and no one's living in them, like why don't you just like ever use them? You know?
We also want to respect people's privacy and their
and
homes.
maybe it's against the law.
You can't just go into people's house.
No, I know. Something crazy. I actually interviewed to be Josh Flagg's assistant.
Really?
Like 5 years ago.
Josh Flagg is so funny.
I never got the job. But I did get to meet with him. Mm-hmm. I was 22, so I was very new to LA. Probably within 2 months, I was trying to get a job anywhere. Mm-hmm. So I actually was applying to some real estate jobs, like Douglas Elman.
Douglas Elman.
I was going to be the like receptionist, right? Like I was in a few interviews for that.
Cute.
They had me because I was like at agencies that would like kind of set me up. So I did dabble a little bit in the real estate world, just with a couple interviews that I had to prepare for. But I never ended up getting a job. I ended up getting a job at a travel luxury company as a receptionist, but then I couldn't start it because of COVID.
Oh.
And then I started on TikTok because everyone did, and then now here we are.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, but this was always the plan.
Yeah.
Not to make this about me, but I just was trying to relate to like there was a little real estate connection.
I love that.
It would have been so funny if I got the job as Josh Flagg's assistant.
I do real estate in New York, Florida, California. I'm an insurance broker in New York. I do content, the YouTube stuff. I also am opening up a social club in New York. It's actually building right now. The countertops were actually installed today. So that's really cool. And I've been working on that project for 2 years. It's costing me a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy. I'm very excited for it. It's kind of like a mixture of like Soho House meets Erewhon meets Alfred Coffee. Like there's a lot of it's a lot of depth to this business. Where do you
find the time to do all these things?
Dude, I don't know. Why did I pick up another project? I have no idea. Like I have so much time in my life. I don't.
You almost like thrive in the chaos.
I do thrive in the chaos.
This is a one-on-one date, so I have the option of giving you the rose or not, because otherwise you go home.
Yeah.
Which you might end. Yeah.
I have to go home anyways.
So, with that being said, Tammy, will you accept this rose?
I will. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching. Go follow Tammy on Instagram and TikTok. All of her handles are down below. And subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Yes, please. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel.
At Tammy Lee.
Tammy Kay Ly.
At Tammy Kay Ly.
Everything is Tammy Kay Ly.
Tammy Kay Ly. Give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.